Hey everybody, Joe here. Today I'm going to work on how to draw some strange faces. And I'm going to take 10 minutes. I'm using my sepia-toned Derwent Inktense pencil today, just because I like them and they're kind of fun. So let's get started and set a timer and I'll talk while I go. Okay, 10 minutes, here we go. So when you're drawing a strange face, I mean, typically you have that, that oval like to teach you about. You split it in half and you just kind of draw a typical, doodle a typical face. Now, so for me, if I want it to look weird, we got to do some stuff that, maybe isn't of the typical. Let's get his eyes a little bit darker here. Now this is going to be inked and it's going to be pretty small. So this is probably like 2 or 3 times the size. So at this point, I'm more concerned with what's going to happen with what's going to develop as I go. So let's see. So we got kind of a basic thing. What kind of, I don't know, hair? Let's just give him some crazy hair. The character that I'm drawing is a beggar master. So he's basically he's not in charge of the Thieves Guild, but he's in charge of all the beggars in the area. So I think we want him to really look like he's had a hard life. He's probably somebody that in society was probably shunned. So let's maybe, instead of doing it straight across, let's kind of give him more of the off-center eyes, Get some bulging, different tones. Let's make his nose big. He's got some problems with warts. Because he's probably, he's on purpose probably not washing and stuff so that people will, feel sorry for him and give him loose change. But in the scene, he's going to be kind of doling out some orders. It's almost, this guy reminds me almost of Chunk. Or I can't remember what is this. It's not Chunk. What's the dude from the Goonies? Anyway, so let's let's think about other things. So I've got his, instead of the perfect oval, let's kind of give him a misshapen head. This mixed is too alien. So I can round him off. Give him some eyes here. Now, since I'm taking 10 minutes, I think the important thing is to, this is too close together, it's too normal. But the important thing, I think, is to generate as many as you can, because you're trying to figure out the path forward, where you want to go. Let's give this guy, he's got a problem with his nose. Yeah, scar, some type. Bad hair, just malnourished. Well, that looks like a pig nose. That's the only problem. Let's see. He's looking down at kind of in my drawings, he's looking down at a piece of paper. So let's maybe give him a little bit more. Maybe this, I'm using these Inktense. Maybe I like drawing with them, but I think right now maybe they're the wrong thing because they're too thick. I might switch it up to a pen because I'm going to take photos of these. Let's hit them with some of the water brush. Maybe we get some of the details a little bit more worked out. Because what I'm looking for is I want it to be a good enough reference so that I can adapt it, come up, finish the sketch in Photoshop, and then that's where I'll eventually do my inking. My final inks will be Photoshop. Every time I say inks in Photoshop, there's definitely quotes, air quotes, because there's no really ink involved. If that's something you'd like to, that's something I'll share. I'm going to, so even though one of my drawings was rejected because of, mostly because of the costumes and stuff, one of them was approved. So I'll be filming some of that, so you can see how I ink with the digital. Let's switch up to, after this I'm going to switch to a pen. So, I would use a smaller pencil, but sometimes it's hard for you guys to see it. My lighting isn't the greatest. Using a GoPro above. Alright, let's switch this up. Where's my pen? There it is. Okay, this is just a Pentel V5. So let's think about, going back to that standard face, but let's change up the proportions. Yeah, the pen's not going to be great either. That'll be okay. Sometimes when you're up in the morning and you're just like, what can I do? Let's throw this stuff together. And you've only had one cup of coffee. Sometimes, sometimes it's just a matter of, what pencils can you do? I think actually what I'm gonna end up doing is switching to my big jobber, and let's I want to round off his face. So let's get his eyes maybe farther apart. And I'm doing this straight on, even because right now I'm just kind of I want to come up with the character and what it is about him, and then for the final illustration, I'll change up. Let's get an eye patch. I'll change up, how he's looking and where he's looking and some of his facial expressions. Right now he's kind of an eyebrow, kind of a bad eye patch here. With this pencil is probably better, I guess. I can work in, and as I rotate the pencil and get a sharper edge. Sometimes I worry about smearing with this. It might be too fat. Give me all these extra little warts. Give him some extra wrinkles. Shade that stuff in. From underneath here. 2 minutes left. Let's just do what these really skinny. This guy makes me think of an Undertaker. All right. Let's give him a little bit of a big jaw. So when you're drawing a strange face, the big thing is to just play around with the proportions. Maybe his nose has got to be bigger or wider. He's got a problem. It's like maybe he's got some kind of really horrible thing that's happened over here. So maybe some fire. This side of his face is really messed up. He'll build it out. Maybe his ear is screwed up on that side. This side's okay. Earring, couple of earrings. Sideburns. So this part of his head is nice. This part is. Almost like this is. I guess this guy'd be more like Two-Face, I guess. Okay. With an itchy nose. go past my 10 minutes. Think about how this character looks. Yeah, I'm gonna go till I finish. Fill up the page. Put a stopwatch on. See how much longer I go. That's one of the nice things about setting a timer for 10 minutes. You can, it's easy to make time for 10 minutes, I think. Relatively easy. And if you discover you've got more time, you can go over and not feel too worried. Let's open his mouth up a little bit. Goofy teeth. Change the shape of his face. Give him some kind of goatee here. Now I'm working without references. That isn't always the best thing to do. But right now we're generating ideas, so it's good to kind of just get in there. Well, I kind of like this. Let's give him some kind of weird, get it extra ugly. Let's make him balding. Kind of like that. Stringy. What I'm drawing, he's basically got his hand out. He's pointing at a table. I want him to look misshapen. I like the sideburns, but I'm not sure about the. Let's draw him a little bit bigger. Do something weird with his nose again. Scraggly sideburns. Big eyebrows. Big eyebrows. Gotta be that. I think too, when you're coming up with a character, especially an antagonist, right? I think it's good to give them some, visual clues. Give the audience, I should say, some visual clues that this guy's not the best. Let's make him a droopy eyebrow. But he's also not a minion, so you want to give him something that makes him more than just another thug, right? When you're doing hair, well, not hair, well, hair, but sideburns and stuff. You have to think of it as a mass and where the shadows would come in. Let's do it like he's shaved maybe like a month ago. We'll work. Blink. Another wart over here, like weird ones by his eyeballs. Because you want it to be anything that, where this kind of character, because he's specifically trying to. He wants his appearance to look bad because that's how he earns his living. Begging. Let's see how dark we can get this. I'm gonna have to give him a couple bumps here. All right. Okay, one more. We got time for one more. This will be a 15-minute. Let's just do this guy. Real weird nose. He's had something happen. And probably I had something. He's been rolling around in the dirt. This eye, maybe this eye's open up a little bit more. Let's make them. I guess let's do the small eyes, little piggy eyes. Some wrinkles. This is doodling, so I should say I'm not looking for realism, really. Although I'm trying to make sure I think about the forms of the head and everything. Let's give him some tufts of hair. Let's go with those big eyebrows again. Big creepy eyebrows. I don't like this face. Teeth are too regular. Some more space. Get too dark. All right. There you have it. A little bit over. 16 minutes. But, you know, hey, having fun, you gotta kind of keep going. And that's the beautiful thing about the 10 minutes. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed this. You know, please be sure to give me a like, share this with your friends, subscribe. I've got more things in the works. I think tomorrow, I'm gonna try and film today. I'm gonna film a little bit of some of my inking process, and so yeah, it'll be fun. That's gonna be using Photoshop, a little bit more digital stuff, but you know, it'll be kind of a neat experience, I hope. So anyway, hey, thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Love you all. And hey, if you can give somebody a reason to smile, you just might get to smile too. Thanks a lot. Bye.